Yeah, for 12 hours today, Chris Seal walked around this intersection carrying a flag, hoping that what so many Americans felt and experienced 17 years ago is not forgotten. For 12 hours on one intersection on this day.
17 years strong. Got to remember 9/11.
Chris Seal walks with a purpose.
So it's not being washed away. It's not being forgotten.
Carrying the stars and stripes.
It's all held together. That's what we're supposed to be, is held together. I just want everybody to remember how that was and how we felt that first year and that we came together.
Unity.
Thank you guys.
Is his message.
I never lost anybody. I'm not a veteran. But if we look at it, we all lost somebody because we're Americans.
The response keeps him walking for 720 minutes.
I'm just getting to know people and that have that same heart and that passion that I'm trying to deliver to the community, to let them know that, hey, we can all grow from this.
Two of those people, Randina Hoyt and her daughter Raina.
I've passed him probably about 6 times today, and every single time I've honked for thanks for him.
While 5-year-old Raina never experienced that terror, Randina wants her to understand.
I think it's important for her to be able to see and experience the history, so she knows full well and she never forgets too.
Even over the years, the support.
Thank you.
And the 12 hours on this intersection.
It's opened my heart also.
Has changed him too. Now, Seal estimates he walked about 50 miles around this intersection today. He says he's going to continue to do that every single year until he physically cannot do that anymore. We're live in Colorado Springs. Colleen Sikora, KRDO News Channel. First time we're taking you up and over the burn scar, trying to get a grasp on the extensive damage the Carson Midway fire left in its wake. Even from this bird's eye view, you can't see it all. Evidence of the Carson Midway fire left behind as far as our drone can capture.
It's a good thing to get rid of all the dead weeds that were down in here. It won't happen for a bunch of years now.
Blackened ground stops at this house's edge. Firefighters fought to save it while other structures burned down. This charred playground
burned the swings off.
Belongs to Charles Pierce's family, their home. And animals still standing while 3 vehicles are completely gone.
All the stuff that we lost is replaceable. We didn't lose any lives. That's the important thing.
Scott Griffith walking through rubble too. He's lived here for 2 years and has watched fires on Fort Carson stay away.
I just got so used to thinking they can handle it, you know, and that day there, I mean, it's just amazing how fire spreads so fast.
Many grateful for the firefighting efforts seen here as cars drive through red streaks showing the remnants of retardant drops.
I don't think we would have had a place if they hadn't their fast response and their hard work.
Knowing while the scope is vast, Herb Rideout hopes it doesn't happen again.
Learn from this. Don't do this again, you know. I mean, like I said, it could have been a lot worse, but still it was bad enough.
Bad enough to leave 3 people out of a home, structures flattened, and blackened hills against a painted mountain sky. Now, smoke is still filling the air as this wall of tires continues to burn. El Paso County is warning people within a half-mile radius to leave the area if they're experiencing any health impacts. Prairie Heights Elementary School will be closed tomorrow, so it can be checked for any smoke impacts. Live in the studio, Colleen Sikora, KRDO News Channel 13.
Now, many of the newly minted second lieutenants are keeping another academy tradition alive. KRDO News Channel 13's Colleen Sikora caught up with just one of the couples who ended their week by going to the chapel. Colleen.
Yeah, despite having a total of 7 weddings this week at the Cadet Chapel, the wedding facilitator for the academy says it's been a slow year, but that did little to dampen the excitement for the couples who did walk down the aisle. On a blue sky day, the organ filling the space inside the Cadet Chapel.
It's just a lot at one time. It doesn't feel all real yet.
As these 2 newly graduated second lieutenants exchange their vows.
Tradition and everything behind it is just perfect for us.
Lieutenant Josiah Oliver and Lieutenant Brittany Oliver completing their academy experience here.
We met here and put so much work in here. It just feels right to get married here. Plus, we're hoping that our kids will come here one day and it'll just be one big legacy.
They're one of 3 couples where both the bride and the groom
Dismissed.
threw their caps at graduation just a few days ago.
Get married, baby. Woo! Love you, Ashley.
A total of 7 weddings coming in and out of the iconic chapel over the course of graduation week. Deb Hartman has been the wedding facilitator for the Air Force Academy Chapel for 26 years now. 2018 is a slow year,
which is really few compared to what we normally have.
As of right now, the chapel is set to close January 1st for repairs for 4 years.
So we have weddings that are already booked all the way through the end of the year, and we just had a couple booked for December 30th.
But just this week, titles changing from cadet first class to second lieutenant, and from fiancés to Lieutenant and Mrs. Josiah Oliver.
And the Olivers are going to separate Air Force bases as they begin their Air Force careers. Brittany will be going to intelligence training while Josiah goes into cyber training. Live in the studio, Colleen Sikora, KRDO News Channel 13.